Ready when you are. Yep. Good afternoon and welcome inside the gymnasium at Middletown High School in Middletown, Delaware. As 302 Sports brings you the live stream broadcast of the first ever Unified High School Basketball Showcase Shooting Toward Acceptance, which is being organized and hosted by the Delaware Interscholastic Athletic Association and Special Olympics Delaware. I'm John Busby, and I'll be serving as your play-by-play broadcaster from start to finish of this unique and in so many ways special event. Special thanks to 302 Sports and Nick Halliday for providing the broadcast opportunity here on the live stream. The first game today tips off between Caesar Rodney High School and Newark Charter. Starters for Caesar Rodney: Jimmy Hunteray, Alex Baldwin, James Holmes, Nassim Velez, and Chris Friend. For Newark Charter, it's Ellis Dorr, Casey Wilson, Isaiah Anderson, Eric Anderson, and Carson Moore. Jumping up is going to be Carson Moore and James Holmes. And the tip is away. We're underway here at Middletown High School. Ellis Dorr has the ball for Newark Charter, senior. He hands it off to Isaiah Anderson. They work it around. Carson Moore ends up with it. Off into the corner. Jump shot is no good. Coming down with the rebound is James Holmes for Caesar Rodney High School. The Riders moving left to right as you see it. Jump shot is off the back of the rim for the Riders. That was Alex Baldwin. And coming down the other direction is Eric Anderson for the Patriots. And they're working the ball around there. Get it up to the top of the key, and the ball is intercepted. On the breakaway is Jimmy Hunteray, and isn't able to convert the layup. And coming away with it for the Riders is Chris Friends. He gets it over to Jimmy Hunteray. It's picked off out of midair, and on the breakaway, it's Ellis Dorr. Runs over a Rider. No whistle on that call. They work it around, get it into the corner. Jump shot is too long. Coming down with the rebound is Ellis Dorr. He kicks it back out to Eric Anderson. And they're working the ball around there. They get it over to the right wing. Work it back here to Eric Anderson. Eric Anderson trying to get open. And short on the jumper. Coming down with it is Caesar Rodney. 0-0 your score here. 4:41 to play here in the first quarter of this Unified Basketball Showcase. Playing 6-minute quarters in Unified Sports. 6 teams here today. Games at 4, 5:30, and 7 o'clock. Jumper from the corner is no good. And the ball rattles around and down in the hands of Isaiah Anderson. He whips it ahead to the right wing and working it around here. They get it into the corner, and that's Casey Wilson trying to get a shot up. She does, just short. And a nice offensive rebound there by Isaiah Anderson. Gets it back to Casey off the front of the rim. And Newark can't come down. Actually, they do battle down with it. Ellis Dorr has it. Back over to Casey Anderson. Off the back of the rim. No good. Out of bounds. And it's going to stay Newark Charter ball. We're behind here. It's always. Okay, but it'll sync up. And they lob it into Ellis Dorr. He gets it back into the corner. Jump shot from 3 by Eric Anderson is long. And coming down with a rebound for Caesar Rodney is Alex Baldwin. He hands it off to Chris Friend. No score here, 3:28 to play. Caesar Rodney and Newark Charter. Jump shot from the left wing. Goes off the top of the backboard and out of bounds. That shot was by Alex Baldwin, one of the leading scorers on this team, coming in, averaging 5 points a game. Subbing in for the Riders is going to be Tyler Tillman, James Love, and Zach Davis. And Newark Charter going to get a couple subs in here as well. It'll be Ryan Walsh and Nick Lewis coming into the game. 0-0 score here, 3:15 to play. Coming up in the second game, it's going to be McCain Highlanders and Cape Henlopen Vikings, and then the nightcap district rivalry between Appoquinimink High and our hosts, Middletown High School. Newark Charter working the ball around, trying to be the first to break onto the scoreboard. Nice pass inside, juggled at first by Anthony Ambra. Manages to get the shot. Only an 8th grader. Of course, he can play varsity sports because the high school at Newark Charter is grades 8 through 12. They get it over into the corner to Alex Baldwin. He fires a shot. No good. Nice rebound by Jimmy Hunteray. Misses the follow-up shot. Comes down and ends up in the hands of Ryan Walsh. He gets it ahead quickly to Isaiah Anderson. Anderson into the low block. Back out to Anderson. Pump fake. Working it the in and out. Anderson ends up back with it. Works it around to Ryan Walsh on the wing. And they get it underneath to Hannah Tressler. She's trying to find herself open. She hands the ball off And short on the shot was Newark Charter, and coming away with it is Zach Davis. That was Anthony Ambra, the 8th grader, with the short shot on the other end. Caesar Rodney working the ball around, and a jump shot is no good by Jimmy Honore. Comes in averaging 1 point a game, and Newark Charter comes down with it. Still no score, 2:08 to play here at Middletown High School. Newark Charter against Caesar Rodney, and almost a turnover. A nice save there by Isaiah Anderson. He gets it over to Nick Lewis. Back to Isaiah, launches a three. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Isaiah Anderson. 3-0 Newark Charter. They're on the board first. Caesar Rodney with the ball. Gets it over to the right wing. That's Jimmy Honore. He goes in, tries to bank it off the glass. Banks are closed, and the rebound up and no good comes down in the hands of Isaiah Anderson. Anderson gets it over to the right wing, back to the top of the key. 2-3 defense here for the Riders. They get it underneath to Hannah Tressler, and it's run down by her teammate. They get it back out to Isaiah Anderson. There it is in the corner. That's Ryan Walsh, the senior. Hannah Tressler has it, puts up the shot, short off the front of the rim, and brought down on the rebound by James Love. Averages 4 rebounds a game, the second leading rebounder on the Riders. 1:03 to play. Patriots 3, Riders 0. Nice pass inside, shot up and no good by James Love. Gets his own rebound, dishes off underneath to Zach Davis. He misses the follow-up. Ends up in the hands of Jimmy Honore. Still no good. Jump shot by Tyler Tillman. And rattled around, it's going to stay Caesar Rodney ball. 42 seconds left to play. They'll bring the ball in right underneath their own basket. Bringing the ball in is going to be Zach Davis, Newark Charter, in a 2-3 zone on the defensive side. They get it in. They work it back over to Jimmy Honore. Puts the shot up and in. So Jimmy Honore gets Caesar Rodney on the scoreboard, but still trailing by 1. The Patriots with a 3-2 lead. 31 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Newark Charter working the ball around. They came into this game with a 6-1 record. Their only loss to McCain, which they split with during the season. Jumper off the backboard is good. Anthony Ambra, the 8th grader, extends Newark Charter's lead to 5-2. 12 seconds left to play here. Riders bringing the ball up. That's Zach Davis, the junior, trying to spread it out. A 2-3 zone by Newark. He gets it over to Alex Baldwin. Launches a shot too far and going to be out of bounds. And that is going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. Your score, Newark Charter 5, Caesar Rodney 2. You're listening to the first game of the Unified Basketball Showcase, shooting toward acceptance. We'll be right back. Jump on. This is tape delay, so just ignore that. In fact, welcome back to the Unified Basketball Showcase here at Middletown High School. John Busby being joined now by Gary Samaglia, who is a member of the Special Olympics staff and is a former basketball coach himself in Rhode Island, so certainly knows the game. Gary, welcome to the broadcast.
Great to be here, John.
We appreciate everything that you're doing here to get this thing rolling here tonight. Exciting time. It's good to see the fans over there. The Caesar Rodney cheerleaders are here. We got a 5-2 score. End of the first quarter. The Patriots have the basketball, working it around. They get it underneath to Chris Friend. They bring it back out to Fuller. Fuller has just checked into the game, making his first appearance. Honore, who's made a couple shots. This one is short. And so, Gary, both these teams played several regular season games. What was the time frame for that?
All the teams started right around Christmas, right after the holiday season there in tournaments to kind of showcase the beginning of the season as a pilot. and then played some of them up to 4 to 6 games throughout the year since January.
And so it's not just, they didn't just show up today and start playing. This has been something that's been going on. And Isaiah Anderson there with a 3-point attempt, trying to bury his second three of the night. No good. He leads all scorers with 3 points. 5:07 to play here in the second quarter. The ball is banged off of a Newark Charter player. That was by Chris Friend, and coming away with it is Isaiah Anderson. Heading right to left here, as you can see it on your screen. Live stream provided by 302 Sports. Nick Halliday graciously donating the cost of the production for this game. All 3 games. In fact, this is the first of 3 games. Working it around, they get it over in the corner and going to be out of bounds. And it's going to stay Newark Charter ball. Subbing in for Cesar Rodney is Nasim Velez.
What's nice to see, John, is the ball movement and person movement without the ball that sometimes you don't see at higher levels of basketball, so it's nice to see everybody working in.
Yeah, we've seen, we broadcast games all year long, and we've seen some of the better flow and more skills here than we sometimes see during our regular broadcasts. And so you can tell the coaches have done a really nice job with this. Caitlin Brooks and Nate Threes. Caitlin Brooks of Newark Charter and Nate Threes are both high school coaches as well. Jumper is good by Anthony Ambra. His 4th point of the night, and puts Newark Charter up 7-2 with 4:12 to play here in the second quarter. They work it around, and that's a jump shot by Nasim Velez. Goes off the top of the backboard and down into the hands of Fuller. He's going to work it back around. They get it over to Alex Baldwin. Short on the shot. Follow-up by Friend is swatted away by the Newark Charter defense.
Still great ball movement on both sides, both for Cesar Rodney and Newark Charter, and that's how number 1 there, Anthony Ontora, got open. Was a nice cut up the middle and a nice entry pass.
Newark Charter working it around against this 2-3 defense. Jumper, a 3, nothing but the bottom of the net for the senior Eric Anderson, and Newark Charter extends its lead to 10-2, and Cesar Rodney is going to take a full timeout. We're going to keep it right here. And, Gary, while we've got this quick time here, why don't you talk a little bit about the flag football program and how that has evolved as the second of what eventually will be 3 unified sports?
Yeah, it's neat. This year we had 12 teams that participated in league play with a state championship culmination at the University of Delaware in between the Division I and Division II games. But much like basketball, it was a full season of games. Each team played about 6 games across the state. Then we had playoffs, and then we had the championship. And it really had that atmosphere like you would have at any high school varsity level for a competing season. As you can see here, kind of that same thing. It's competitive. They're not here just to kind of throw the ball out and see what's going on. These guys have been practicing all year, training, like you said, with their coaches who've been working them multiple times a week, just like any other sport in the high school would do. But football this year, we're hoping to get it to about 16 teams. And again, with that DIAA umbrella, we're able to kind of hold a state championship, and teams really want to get involved with it.
It's kind of neat to see it all unfold here. And, of course, this is the finale. The football of the finale was at Delaware Stadium, part of Championship Saturday. And for track and field, which we'll talk a little bit about later, that finale is during the state championships as well. And so with the brackets being revealed for the boys and girls just about 2 hours ago, this kind of seemed very fitting for this to happen tonight. Not sure if you did that on purpose, but you can take the credit for it, whether you did or not. So Cesar Rodney trailing 10-2, 3:15 to play here in the second quarter. A long-range jumper by Alex Baldwin. Banks are closed at this time of the day, and here comes Isaiah Anderson moving up and throws the ball away. A great play there on defense by Fuller. He drives in on the left side, short with the right-handed layup, and Cesar Rodney comes down with it, back to Alex Baldwin, and the shot is short, and a nice save underneath there. Follow-up is blocked, and are they going to call a jump ball? Yes, they're going to call a jump ball there. So, as you just talked about, Gary, we are seeing block shots. We're seeing hustle on layups both sides of the way. And so, truly, it doesn't get a whole lot more fundamental than what we're seeing here today.
No, what you also want to focus on is the inclusiveness of this. This is not a token effort for any of these players. Both athletes and unified partners playing at their highest level they can to keep the integrity of basketball, and that's what they're here for, the understanding that this is sport. You know, you're going to get your shot blocked. You're going to get the ball stolen from you if you're not careful with it. So learning the fundamentals of basketball.
Another neat thing that we're seeing here, you just saw a massive substitution by both teams. And so, you know, unlike a varsity game where you basically see about 7 out of the 12 players, jump shot there by Newark Charter is short. You know, here we're getting to see, I think we've already seen every single player on both benches already, and that's neat to see. 2:23 to play here in the first half. John Busby joined by Gary Samaglia, Nick Halliday producing here on site for 302 Sports. The first of 3 unified sports games here on the 302 Sports Network. Jumper by Jimmy Honore, no good. And Newark Charter comes away with the rebound, moving right to left. They're in the gray T-shirts. And they work it around. Ellis Dorr has it at the top of the key, gets it over to Hannah Tressler. She works her way around the defender, puts it up hard off the back of the rim. Rebounded there by Ellis Dorr. He kicks it out to Isaiah Anderson. They work it around the corner. Casey Wilson, and short by her, Ellis Dorr comes down with a reverse layup. A nice defense in there by James Holmes for Caesar Rodney. Casey Wilson, the 8th grader, has it short again, and coming away with it that time is James Holmes. A near turnover before getting it into the hands of Zach Davis.
That's a great job of moving the ball around after a rebound. Once the defense collapses, you get that ball right around to open shots, and you just weren't able to knock them down. But certainly great shots.
Another jumper from the corner by Alex Baldwin, barely nicked off the front of the rim. Rebound by Newark Charter. And they have the lead 10-2, 1:18 to play here in the first half. If you're just tuning in, we're playing 6-minute quarters as these teams have played all season. Jumper by Casey Wilson is long. Rebound by James Holmes of Caesar Rodney.
It looks like Caesar Rodney's getting some good shots, just not able to knock them down early in the game. Same thing happened last time these two teams played.
Jumper by Nassim Velez is long, rebounded by James Holmes. They kick it back around, and there we go in the corner. Once again, a short shot, this time run down by Jimmy Honore. Gained control just in time, and Zach Davis comes away with it, driving in a nice dish underneath for the layup is good. So a beautiful pass underneath, and the shot was good by James Holmes. The senior comes in averaging 1.5 points per game, so he's already surpassed his season average.
That was a great look underneath, too, as he drove to the basket. James Holmes able to just pick it off the dribble and shoot it right up. 36
seconds to play here. Newark Charter with a 10-4 lead. It was 5-2 at the end of the first quarter. Playing for the last shot, it looks like Newark Charter is. They get it underneath to Hannah Tressler. She turns. Nice defense there by Tyler Tillman, and a beautiful pass, bounce pass by Hannah Tressler to get the ball back out to Ellis Dorr, and they work it around. Ball gets tipped out of bounds by Zach Davis, going to stay Newark Charter ball.
Good defense there just to get their hands on that.
And so with 12.1 seconds left to play, Isaiah Anderson has the ball on the inbounds. Riders are in a 2-3 zone, but they're pressuring the ball outside to try to get it in underneath to Casey Wilson. Ball goes out of bounds. A high pass there. It's going to be CR's ball with 5 seconds left. Gary, what do you do right here?
Well, you got to get down quick. Right? It doesn't have to be a three-point shot, but it'd be a quick shot. Looks like Coach Threets is going to talk it over.
And so Nate Threets, the CR coach, is going to take his 30-second time out here in the first half. 5 seconds to play. Newark Charter 10, CR 4. We want to thank the music you hear in the background is Nat Measley for providing the music and entertainment today. If you're interested in coaching for Special Olympics, go to the website SODE.org and find out more about how you can become involved in this wonderful organization that serves more than 4,200 athletes and unified partners in 19 sports year-round. Basketball is just one of them. They're getting ready to head into the spring seasons for the summer games. Bocce, tennis, softball, swimming, track and field, powerlifting. Special Olympics is always looking for coaches who want to help make a difference in the community.
No pressure here. Should be able to get the ball up quick.
Zach Davis has it. They get it over into the corner. Jump shot from the right corner is no good. Thought Alex Baldwin was going to hit his first one there. He's been close, just hasn't been able to connect. That's going to bring us to the end of the first half here at Middletown High School. Your score, Newark Charter 10, Caesar Rodney 4. We're going to send it to a few commercials, and we'll be back for the second half right after this. Once again, you're listening to the Unified Basketball Showcase here on 302 Sports.
Brian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust. Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroup.re.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from SODE Concepts. SODE Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. SODE Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley. Cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. SODE Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lewis, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create. Unique. Italian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today. Mr. Italian.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroupre.com.
Welcome to Hooters. Have a seat wherever you like.
Hooters of Newark is located at 136 Astro Shopping Center, Newark, Delaware. Come in day or night to watch your favorite teams and sports on our many TVs. It's a great, fun-filled environment that is kid-friendly. Our craveable food menu has all the appetizers, burgers, salads, tacos, seafood, you name it, as well as our world-famous Hooters wings, which are the official wings of 302sports.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from SODE Concepts. SODE Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. SODE Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley: cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. SODE Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lois, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from SODE Concepts. SODE Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. SODE Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley: cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. SODE Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lois, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
Opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus: wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique image, you envision, we create.
Welcome back to Middletown High School. John Busby here for the Unified Basketball Showcase, presented by the Delaware Interscholastic Athletic Association and Special Olympics Delaware. Joining me is Gary Samaglia on the live stream. Production crew is Nick Halliday, 302 Sports, donating the production of today's 3 games. Our halftime score is Newark Charter 10, Caesar Rodney 4. As we get ready to head into the second half, the teams will switch directions. Newark Charter will now be going from left to right as Gary and I see it. And Gary, that first half was a demonstration of really what this unified sports program is all about.
Yeah, inclusive opportunities, everyone having an opportunity to play and participate to their highest ability, and no tokenism there. It was basketball, steals and block shots by both sides, and that's what you want to see at this level. If you're a high school player, you want to participate like everyone else and and have to work at it, and that's what we saw. The biggest difference, everyone got their shots. The biggest difference was Newark Charter made a couple more.
And speaking of shots, the leading scorer, Anthony Ambra, has his shot blocked, but it falls into the hands of his teammate, Nick Lewis. He goes up and gets blocked away, but out of bounds off of Lewis, going to be Caesar Rodney ball. One thing that probably the viewers are also seeing that they maybe wouldn't have expected is this game is being officiated like any other high school game.
Sure. We have IBO Board 11 officials who have been doing, and IBO Board 129 in the South who have been doing games all year just as part of their regular schedule. We want to make sure that these athletes get, they learn at a certain rate and at practice, and the officials are here to reinforce what they learn. And so they call the game like they would call any other JV or varsity game.
Tyler Tillman's shot that you just saw did everything but go in. In fact, it almost looked like it went in and popped back out. Turnover on the other end. Caesar Rodney has the ball. Anthony Ambra, the 8th grader, comes down with it, but turnover, a nice steal there by Alex Baldwin of Caesar Rodney.
And even after a missed shot there, he hustled back to make sure he got that ball. He's been struggling with his shot, but he keeps throwing them up there, and that's what you need to do. It's the only way they go in.
Honore, who had 2 points in the first half, short on the jumper there. James Holmes also had 2. Ambra led all scorers for Newark Charter with 4. Isaiah Anderson, a three-pointer, and Eric Anderson, a three-pointer as well to round out the first half, scoring a nice feed underneath to Anderson. He decides to kick it back out to Casey Wilson on the left wing. She gets it, dribbles back, and passes off to her teammate there, Nick Lewis. They work it back around. Emma Yoltzhofer is in for Newark Charter. Didn't start the game, played a couple minutes during one of those massive substitutions in the second quarter. On the right elbow, they get over to Casey Wilson. She drives left baseline, takes a step back from the defender. Nice defense there by Alex Baldwin. Newark Charter doing a nice job working around. Ambra with the jump shot, one of the few he's missed today. No good, and a nice rebound there by James Love of Caesar Rodney.
Again, what we've been seeing all game, great ball movement by Newark Charter to get that easy open look, and that first time that he just missed that shot, it's been there all day.
Fuller to Love, and then a nice quick pass over to the baseline where Tillman is, and a turnover, a nice steal there by Ambra. Isaiah Anderson heads the other way. Anderson, the senior, he had one of the 2 3-pointers, and a nice give underneath. The bank shot is good, so Anthony Ambra wastes no time getting on the scoreboard here to put Newark Charter up 12-4 with 3:36 left to play. Checking in for Caesar Rodney is Chris Friends and Nasim Velez for the Riders.
That middle lane jump shot has been there all day for him, even with that 2-3 zone. It's tough to get that ball in there sometimes. He's been able to hit it from just above that right block.
Kid's only in 8th grade, Gary. He's got 4 more years to play for this Newark Charter team. Coach Caitlin Brooks has to be happy about that. Jump shot from the right wing, Alex Baldwin, no good, and Isaiah Anderson hauls it in for Newark Charter. Patriots lead 12-4, 3:15 to play here in the third quarter. They work it around, get it to Isaiah Answer, back underneath to Ambra. Jumper, this time off the back of the rim, no good, and a nice rebound by Alex Baldwin for Caesar Rodney.
Nice technique down on that jump shot, that follow through. You see that spin on that ball with his fingers behind it. Really good skill there.
3:02 to play, 12-4. Newark Charter with the lead, had just 1 loss all season. Jumper no good by Caesar Rodney. A nice feed underneath. Basket's good by Chris Friend, and the foul. He's going to try to get the old-fashioned 3-point play here.
Even though another great shot there by Alex Baldwin, like from that right 45-degree angle on the 3-point shot. Still has that confidence to shoot it, even though he hasn't really been able to knock him down. But that was a great first time in a while that CR's been able to get that second shot opportunity, which they haven't had all game.
And it was a nice bounce pass, as you said, inside that set it up. Massive substitution there for Newark Charter as Chris Friend gets ready to try to convert the 3-point play. Comes in averaging 5.5 points a game, and you can see why as he hits that foul shot. Nothing but the bottom of the net. It makes it a 12-7 game, 2:43 to play. Newark Charter with the lead and the ball. That's Eric Anderson. They get it back up to Isaiah Anderson. No relation between the two as they work the ball around. And a near steal there at the top of the key. Isaiah Anderson ends it up back in his hands, gets it underneath to Hannah Tressler. She puts up a shot short off the front of the rim. Chris Friend with the rebound. He averages 7 rebounds a game, so nothing new to him to pull something down like that.
A good shot, but again, Friend has been all over the boards. Oh,
Alex Baldwin,
there, Alex.
He's come so close so many times. A follow-up jump shot from the baseline, that time by Nasim Velez, and that's long and comes down into the hands of Newark Charter. 2 minutes to play here. 12-7, the Patriots with the lead, trying to get their 7th win of the season. Hannah Tressler goes up with a shot, knocked away by Jimmy Honore. He goes coast to coast and then ends up dishing it off underneath to Friend, and Chris Friend decides to pull the ball back out. We have an injury on the other side of the court. Hannah Tressler's having her chin looked at there. So with 1:47 to play, she says she's ready to keep going there. Nice hand from the crowd here. Gary, you know, one of the things that impressed me is I walked into the gym, and, you know, I've done several varsity games this year, and there's a good crowd here. I mean, there's a crowd here that you won't see at a JV game.
No, and like you know, like those varsity games, these parents want to see their kids participate in a high school interscholastic athletic atmosphere, and this unified sports gives those students that opportunity. Everybody in a school now has the opportunity to be an interscholastic athlete and wear that jersey for that high school.
Alex Baldwin. Go ahead. Alex Baldwin, close, but no cigar once again. And go ahead and finish your thought, Gary.
Yeah, no, which I think is important. You know, as a former student athlete, it was important to me. It was important to my family, and so that should be the same for anybody.
And we've talked to some of the family members here. I know Anthony Ambra's mom, when I went and watched a regular season game, she came over and introduced herself to me. She actually sold the engagement ring to my wife and I, and so she had a conversation to start, and then she started talking about just how great this program has been for her son, how he always wanted to be a high school basketball player, and this is going to be his only opportunity, and what a great opportunity it is as Chris Friend converts his 5th point of this third quarter to pull his team within 12-9. The Riders have rattled off 5 straight here in the third quarter. Under a minute to play. Hannah Tressler trying to answer hard off the back of the rim, and coming down with a rebound for the Riders is James Holmes. A steal at the top of the key. They have it back. Hannah Tressler has it. She's trying to work her way underneath, and the shot is up and good. Hannah Tressler scores her first 2 points of the game to extend the Patriots' lead to 14-9 with 43 seconds left to play here in the third quarter.
That's off a great steal there by Carson Moore. Made a nice pass back to Hannah, who stayed around even after the steal.
14-9, 43 seconds left to play here. Cesar Rodney lets the ball roll so the clock won't start. They get it across half court. That's Chris Friend. He's got the last 5 points of the game for the Riders. Jump shot by Alex Baldwin off the backboard. No good. Comes down into the hands of Isaiah Anderson for Newark Charter. 28 seconds left to play here. The Patriots with a 14-9 lead in this first of 3 games, part of this Unified Basketball Showcase, shooting toward acceptance. And a steal there by Chris Friend, and it kicks off his leg and ends up into the hands of Newark Charter. 11 seconds left to go, and they work it back out to Eric Anderson. It fumbles away from him into the hands of Isaiah Anderson, and now it's Ellis Dorr firing from 3, in and out, no good. And coming down with a rebound is Alex Baldwin, and that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter here at Middletown High School. Your score, Newark Charter 14, Cesar Rodney 9. We'll be right back after this.
Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create.
The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroupre.com.
Welcome back to Middletown High School. John Busby along with Gary Samaglia, Nick Halliday, and the 302 Sports crew here, bringing you game 1 of 3 from Middletown High. It's the Unified Basketball Showcase, brought to you by Special Olympics and the Delaware Interscholastic Athletic Association. We are underway here in the fourth quarter. Newark Charter with a 14-9 lead over Cesar Rodney. Cesar Rodney 3-1 on the regular season. They lost to this Newark Charter team by just 1 point during that regular season. 6-1 for Newark Charter. Their lone loss is to the McCain Highlanders, who they also beat during the regular season, so they split with McCain. Newark Charter has the ball. They're working it around. Caesar Rodney in a 2-3 zone. Isaiah Anderson fires from three, in and out. And coming down with the rebound is Zach Davis from Caesar Rodney. Pushing it ahead is Fuller for the Riders. He dishes it off to Alex Baldwin. Not afraid to shoot. Baldwin shoots and overshoots, and it comes down into the hands of the Riders, though. A nice offensive rebound there by Zach Davis. Tillman again, and there it is. Alex Baldwin. The three-pointer, his first three of the night, pulls the Riders within 14-12. 5:02 to play here in the fourth quarter. Alex Baldwin, who had taken several shots, finally got one to fall. Nice move inside, but no good there by Ryan Walsh. Coming down with the rebound is Zach Davis. It's Fuller with it in his hands. 2-3 zone by Charter. Two nice passes underneath. Ends up in the hands of Tyler Tillman. A high arching shot off the front of the rim, and coming down with it is Isaiah Anderson for Newark Charter. 4:35 to play. The Patriots with a 14-12 lead. Again, Newark Charter won the regular season meeting between these two teams by just a point. They work it inside, and they're called a 3-second violation underneath. That was Anthony Ambra, who was in the lane too long that time. Anthony Ambra has 6 points on the day for Newark Charter. 4 in the first half, 2 in the second, so he certainly has found his range. Jumper from the left wing, no good. Down into the hands of Tyler Tillman. Another high arching shot off the top of the backboard. Rebounded by Fuller. He dishes underneath to Zach Davis, who hands it off to Tillman. And Tillman misses that 12-footer, but the ball's turned over by Newark Charter, and it's back into the hands of Alex Baldwin. He's not afraid to shoot off little far there, and down into the hands of Isaiah Anderson. 3:55 to play. Newark Charter preserving a 14-12 lead here. John Busby along with Gary Samaglia, and there's a steal, and then a steal back by Charter. Ambra's got it and puts it up hard off the back of the rim. No good, and trying to pass it underneath was Anderson. It's going to go out of bounds, and Caesar Rodney ball. Love is going to check in for the Riders along with Friend and Velez as Fuller and Davis take a seat. Checking in for Newark Charter is Dorr and Moore. And having a seat will be Walsh and Nick Lewis. 3:39 to play. Caesar Rodney trails by 2, 14-12. They have the ball here in this first of 3 games today. Next game is Cape Henlopen versus McCain. We'll be on the air for that at 5:30, and then the nightcap is Appo and Middletown. Jumper no good, and it ends up underneath. A nice save there by Isaiah Anderson into the hands of Ellis Dorr. 3:15 to play. Newark Charter with the ball and the lead, 14-12. They get it underneath. A nice reverse layup by Ellis Dorr.
Good pass inside. A good look down below from Carson Moore to see that. And a good up and under reverse shot.
16-12. The Patriots now have a 2-possession lead. Jumper from the right wing is too long. Coming down with it is Friend. He dishes it off to Velez, who takes a jumper from the baseline. No good. James Love battling underneath. And a nice job there by Isaiah Anderson to come away with the ball.
Carson Moore with a big block to stop that easy finish there.
2:40 to play, 16-12. Newark Charter with the lead and the ball. They'll try to work the ball around here and kill some of the clock. Isaiah Anderson has it at the top of the key. He gets it over to the left wing. Dorr is dancing around on the foul line. He now has the ball, just foul line extended. And a nice try underneath to Moore, and it's going to go off out of bounds off of Ambra's legs.
Trying to get it back into Anthony Ambra. He was the hot hand all game here, trying to build their lead back up a little bit after Alex Baldwin finally hit his three-point shot to cut that lead down.
Casey Wilson is going to check in along with Hannah Tressler for the final 2:20 of the game here. Nate Threets has taken a 30-second timeout for Caesar Rodney. Special Olympics Delaware offers 19 sports to more than 4,000 children and adults across the state. If you are interested in learning more about how you can become involved as an athlete, unified partner, or coach, visit the website by Googling Special Olympics Delaware. All 3 games today are being streamed live by 302 Sports thanks to the company's generous donation of the production and broadcast costs. The games can be watched on demand at any time, free of charge, on the 302 Sports YouTube channel. And Gary, we got 2 and change here left, and 16-12 lead for the Patriots, and you've talked this whole game about how seriously these guys take this game, and we're seeing timeouts being used, and they're coming out of the huddle ready to go. It'll be interesting to see what Coach Nate Threed has drawn up here. If you were coaching this team, what would you be doing right now?
Well, I wouldn't change anything. I think you got a lot of time left on the clock. You're moving the ball well. You're getting good open shots. So putting any more pressure on them to do something different at this point might just be counterproductive. So stick with what you got going. Hopefully a couple of these shots will start going down.
You notice the defense there by Casey Wilson coming out on Alex Baldwin to make sure he can't get off a three-pointer. Instead, it's Jimmy Honore who takes a 12-footer from the left side. They're going to call a jump ball.
Possession
and it's going to be Caesar Rodney. So Caesar Rodney ball. And so 16 to 12, the Patriots with the lead. 2:08 to play. We're here in the fourth quarter, this first of three games. Cape Henlopen and McCain are next. A nice drive inside, and then he tried to dish it off. And Isaiah Anderson with the quick hands for the Patriots.
That's a nice cut there, but you got to make a bounce pass there. You can't try to shovel that in there. Hands are all over the place. Isaiah
Anderson gets it out to the top of the key to Dorr. Dorr looked like he was going to try to get it underneath. I'm sorry, that was Friend. And it's underneath and rolls out of bounds. It's going to be Caesar Rodney ball.
Yeah, sometimes you get up here a little bit, Patriots, and that wasn't the case there. You got to remember time and score. You're up 4. You're still working for a good shot, but you don't want to take anything that's going to turn it over or give Caesar Rodney the opportunity to get back in it.
1:45 to play. James Love has the ball for Caesar Rodney. They trail by 4, 16 to 12. Pump fake there by Alex Baldwin. He decides to give it to Velez. Baldwin gets it back and just a little bit too far there, and it comes down into the hands of Newark Charter, and a foul there. And so you could hear, you may not be able to hear, I heard Coach Nate Threed say foul, foul, and so they're playing that game where they're going to try to send the Newark Charter to the line.
And the fact that there's no shot clock here in Delaware, you can start doing that a little bit earlier sometimes than you would want to if there was a shot clock. So they've committed 3 team fouls. They got a few more to do here before they get him into the bonus, so got to be careful not to commit anything too heinous. Make sure you're going for the ball.
And so with with just over 2 minutes to play, they take the time off the clock here when they go to the timeout for the timeout left. There's 1-something left on the game clock, and Coach Caitlin Brooks has taken a timeout to talk about what she wants to do with her team, obviously knowing now that they're going to try to get it. So obviously the thing you do is you try to get the ball in the hands of your better free throw shooter.
Yeah, and you're better ball handlers, so we don't want to be turning the ball over here too far down. Caesar Rodney probably going to pick up the pressure here full court as this game winds down a little bit to see if they can get into that 4-point lead.
We don't have the foul shooting statistics for these teams, but just based on what we've seen, I probably wouldn't want to send Anthony Ambra to the foul line. He's like 3 for 5 from the field and with some good-looking shots here. And so we got a full court man-to-man press here.
Just wait for that shot.
Waiting for the shot clock to come down, or the game clock, the timeout clock, and the game clock to come back on.
Now, very important here. If you can't get that ball and you get some more timeouts here, don't be afraid to use it if you can't get it in. The last thing you want to do is turn it over on Caesar Rodney's side of the court.
Newark Charter's got 4 timeouts left, 2 fulls, 2 30s. Caesar Rodney has 2 full timeouts left. Newark Charter gets it across. They're trying to work it around. Basically, you play keep away at this point. Isaiah Anderson has it, and he is fouled by Chris Friend. It's going to be Chris's first foul, the team's second here in the second half. So still ball out of bounds. So I like that strategy by Caesar Rodney and the counter strategy by Newark Charter.
Yeah, that was pretty smart, actually. You try to steal the ball there, not foul immediately because you still have a lot of time. So you try to get a quick steal, and if not, then you get that foul in there. Only takes a few seconds off.
16 to 12. Isaiah Anderson's got it, and they inbound it, and a nice play there by Carson Moore to get it right back to him so he wouldn't be called for the backcourt violation. Foul is going to be on Chris Friend. That's going to be his second, the team's third foul, so it'll still be side out of bounds directly across from where we are standing. Isaiah Anderson's going to trigger it, and he manages to get it in. A nice job by him patiently waiting. Carson Moore has it, gets it over to Isaiah Anderson, and they foul Anderson again. This time the foul is going to be on James Love. His first, the team's fourth, so still 3 fouls away. 2 fouls, and then the third one will be a one-on-one.
But they're doing a nice job. It started at like 1:29. They did their first foul. Down to 1:10 here, so only 19 seconds to get 4 fouls. If you're around a minute or so and they're at the foul line, you still got a chance here.
Fuller checks in. Chris Friend is going to have a seat after picking up those 2 straight fouls, and they get the ball in, and another foul here, and it's against Dorr, but the foul is against James Love, and it was committed against Ellis Dorr, the senior, for Newark Charter. He's got 2 points tonight, and so that is the 5th team foul now. They get the ball into Dorr. Dorr hands it off, and a nice steal by Fuller. There it is, and Fuller floats in. A little far on the shot. A nice rebound underneath by James Love. They kick that out, and there's a three-pointer short and down into the hands of Chris Friends, and he is fouled immediately. He'll be fouled by Loves. That's his 3rd, the team's 6th. So the next foul, they will be in the 1-on-1.
But they got that steal they wanted there without committing the foul. 2 good looks at the basket, just couldn't knock him down.
And a lob into Dorr, and they go for the steal, and the ball gets kicked away, and Caesar Rodney has it. Three-pointer by Fuller from the left wing is short. Rebound comes back to Fuller. He kicks it back to Nassim Velez. The shot is long. James Love has it, puts it up, and rattles in and out. And Newark Charter comes down with it, and committing the foul is Alex Baldwin, and that is going to put Newark Charter into the 1-on-1 situation with 32.9 seconds left to play, and the Patriots with a 16-12 lead, trying to cap their 6-1 season with a final win. Their only loss was to McCain, and they also beat the McCain game was a couple weeks ago, but they beat McCain back in December at one of the holiday tournaments. So heading to the line to shoot a 1-on-1 is Ellis Dorr. He's got 2 points, both of them here in the 4th quarter. First shot is up, and it is good. So Ellis Dorr will have an opportunity to make the second one here.
And this next shot, if you make this one, make it a 2-possession game still, but they got to be 2 3-pointers. So this is a big shot here. And Caesar Rodney doesn't have to rush down and take a 3 if he misses this. They got to get down and just get a basket.
And so Ellis Dorr, the senior, getting ready to take his second shot. Nice spin on the ball. It is up and nothing but the bottom of the net. 4 points for Dorr here in the 4th quarter. It's an 18-12 lead with 32 seconds left to play. Fuller drives the length of the floor. He kicks it out to Honore. Honore fires. No good. Coming down into the hands of Dorr, and he gets pushed by Alex Baldwin. That's going to be Baldwin's 3rd foul and is going to send Ellis Dorr, who just hit 2 consecutive free throws, back to the foul line to try to extend this lead from 18-12.
CR should have 4 people in there rebounding right now just to make sure they secure any miss here that keeps it within 2 possessions.
And Newark Charter, they've got the 2 in there. I'm kind of surprised. This is a situation where sometimes you see the team with the lead just pull everybody out, so you don't do anything, any foolish reaches or over the backs. But Coach Brooks has decided otherwise, and she's done all right coaching this team at 6-1 this year. She knows what she's doing. She doesn't need my advice or yours. As Dorr hits the first shot, that's 3 in a row for him. He now has 5 points on the night. Second shot is up, and it is good. That one actually hit the rim for the first time of the 4. 23.3 seconds left to play. Newark Charter with a 20-12 lead, and firing from 3 is Alex Baldwin, and coming down with it is Honore. He's going to take it to the other side. He kicks it back out to James Love. His shot is long, and it comes down into the hands of Newark Charter, but stolen back by James Love. 7 seconds left to play. Chris Friend makes the steal, tries to go behind the back to Ellis Dorr, and instead it's going to head the other way, and at the buzzer, shot is no good. And that is going to bring us to the end of this first game of the Unified Basketball Showcase. Your final score, the Newark Charter Patriots 20, the Caesar Rodney Riders 12. Your leading scorer for the Riders was Chris Friend with 5, and James Holmes had 2, along with Jimmy Honore, and Alex Baldwin ended up with 3. Leading all scorers was Ellis Dorr and Anthony Ambra with 6 apiece for Newark Charter, and Isaiah Anderson and Eric Anderson each had 3, Hannah Dressler with 2. So thank you for tuning in. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back on the air at 5:30. The next game is Cape Henlopen versus McCain. That game tips off at 5:30. Once again, this is John Busby, joined by Gary Samaglia. Thanks to Nick Halliday and the crew at 302 Sports for making this live stream possible. We hope you've enjoyed the first of 3 games and that you'll tune back in at 5:30. Until then, once again, your final score, Newark Charter 20, Caesar Rodney 12. Them first.